Surely I will. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the St. James Show. I am your host, St. James. I am your prelate. I'm your presider, your sweet daddy, your apostle, your prophet. Whatever you need me to be tonight, I'm going to be it for you. All right. Welcome to the St. James Show. Welcome to the Carnal Church Sector headquarters. And we are live over there at the Carnal Church Sector as well. We are live on X. Hello, X. Hello, X. We are live on Facebook. What's going on Facebook? I wish they'd get that Instagram thing a little bit better, more easy access to connect. But anyway, we are live and we are glad to be here in service one more time. Will you do me a big favor and will you turn the lights on in the sanctuary? Will you hit that like button? I appreciate you watching, but don't just watch. Hit that like button for me and do share. Thank you all who do share. Subscribe to the St. James Show and the Carnal Church Sector, and you can become a member on both channels, all right? And always support the St. James Show and the Carnal Church Sector with your donations. Yes, you can become a member, a supporting monthly member on the St. James Show and also on where else? The Carnal Church Sector. Yes. So make sure that you are members and supporters over there. Who do we have in the building tonight? Who do we have in the sanctuary? Catherine Powell. Thank you, Catherine Powell, for your support and always being in the number. Jacqueline. We appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The queen, Brock. And Brock is in the house. All hail to the queen. Alex, what's up, Alex? Good to see you, man, for always being here. All right, Shelby, thank you, sir, for coming through. Yes. Kamala for president. Yes. Come on now. I got to give y'all the good music. Got to give it to you, Ann. Major Voices in the house. Good to see you as well. Lydia J. Thank you for stopping by as well. Pamela R. Good to see you. Marcus Terry has dropped into the sanctuary today. I don't know. Everybody just goes live. You get a chance to do the replay, or, you can go wherever you want to go. Moni Scott. Is it Moni or Monet? Moni or Monet? The A, Monet, maybe. Good to see you over there at Facebook. Eric Maurice Clark, the historian of gospel music. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you for being here. What's up, TD? Good to see you as well. Man, we got so much to talk about tonight. I may be dropping the link a little bit later once I get through some of the commentary, some of the things that I'm going to be talking about. Today, it's like I picked up a bottle of this just tropical mango Moscato. It ain't expensive, but it's good. Picked it up over at the World Market. Love that spot. You are my friend. I never knew until then. Come on through, Patty. All right. What do we have going on tonight? Man, what's everybody doing? Where you at? Anybody new want to come out of the bushes and tell us where you're at, where you're watching from? How hot is it? How hot is it here? I dipped out for a minute and I dipped back. It's 104, y'all. It dropped down to 103. Oh, we got such a drop down from what we usually. Yesterday it was 109. So yeah, StreamYard is still tripping. It's going all slow and stuff. Ugh. Oh, I need to figure out what else, what other streaming that I want to. Oh yeah, that is Sylvester. Yeah, you are my friend. That was Sylvester first. You right? See, you listen. That's why you're the historian there, Eric Maurice Clark. Yes, that was Sylvester first. Why isn't it clicking? Is it clicking? It's just sounds like it tastes good. Oh, it tastes good. Cupcakes is in the house. What's up, Cupcakes? Yes, do as the doorkeeper says. Click that like button. What's up, Tasha Haynes? Good to see you. You one of them Hayneses. Miss Candace is present and accounted for. I appreciate you, Candace. Appreciate your support as always. 103 in Dallas. Oh, yes. We're going to talk about that, Monet. Yes. Matter of fact, did I put that on there? Yeah, Bishop Robert Douglas. Oh man, it must have been. I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was sick. I mean, they're all older, but I didn't know. I hadn't heard about him being like ill or anything. Definitely praying for his family, First Lady Douglas, and also the Central District Council of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. We are praying for them with the sudden passing of the Honorable Bishop Robert T. Douglas. Guess they'll be trying to fight over who's going to be bishop next. You know how that goes. They get right over it. And like, who's in charge now? It'll probably be the chairman. I think the chairman, I forgot what his name was. But yeah, definitely praying for the LA area and also the churches that he was the diocesan over. Bishop Robert T. Douglas, rest in heavenly peace. Yes. It's raining in Virginia. Okay, raining in Virginia. Oh, okay. Sabrina Seabrook, she is 65 in Oakland. Oh, what a joy. What a freaking joy. Oh, I wish I can go there this weekend, but I got so much going on. That's all the likes we got. How dare y'all? How dare you? It's free and it's quick. Hit that like button. And we know that the arrangement for Emeritus Mother Willie Mae Smalls River of the Church of God in Christ, they had to postpone her original homegoing services. And so they're going to be tomorrow and Saturday. So those of you in that area over there in South Carolina and North Carolina, I believe they're having the Friday night in South Carolina and then Saturday afternoon, I believe it's in North Carolina. They're going to be shipping all around, huh? Okay. All right. Well, the Church of God in Christ is definitely busy. So yes. To see what you got to run on and see what the end's going to be. Yes, you do. What do we have going on? Down in Los Angeles, y'all get over there to Unalive Shrimp. I think it's too early in the broadcast to say what their real name is. Unalive Shrimp, a gospel brunch Sunday, August 11th. You want to get over there with David Daughtry, all right? Make sure you are going over there to eat good and have some church with David Daughtry. My buddy Jonathan Greer is over that brunch, so he has brought in David Daughtry. So make sure that in the LA area and all surrounding, if you don't even go to church on Sunday, get over there and get you some church over there at Unalive Shrimp and at the marina. So there is the deal to scan the whatever they call it, to scan it and get your, I believe they're right tickets. So Gospel Brunch Sunday, August 11th, featuring none other than David Daughtry, 1 p.m. I guess they down to just one. Probably, I don't think they needed 2 shows anyway. 1 is fine. 1 o'clock. Yeah, that's the name. That's the name of the restaurant, and I refuse to say it. It's too early to say it, Cupcake. Yeah, it's Unalive Shrimp. Yeah. You said you'll watch on YouTube. You do that. Cloudy in London. What's up, Law? I've seen you in a while over here, Law. Cloudy in London. Boy, I want to get back to London. Yes, I do. Keisha, have you gone over there to the brunch since you're in Los Angeles? You got to go over there and tell us how it is one of these Sundays. All right, go over there to that brunch. But it's 1 o'clock, huh? Y'all still be churching with Tate over there at 1 o'clock, huh? Yeah, probably. So Tate, you got to tip out a little earlier and get out of there. Yes. We got some new music, y'all. Guess who got some new music? I think we said it the other day, but since I'm going to talk about some other ones, I'll throw this in again. Crystal Rucker, available yesterday. Today. Available on its Tidal and all your streaming stuff. Let me hear the beginning of this. I ain't heard it yet. Let me see. Crystal Rucker. What'd she say? I got help. I got her. I got help. Oh, yeah, I got help. Let me see. Let me speed it up. Uh-oh. Let me see. Let me speed it up a little bit. Come on. Okay, a little churchy. Okay. I got help. All right, Crystal Rucker. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. That sounds like a hit right there. That's real churchy. Make sure you stream that. Crystal Rucker, available today. I've got help. Oh, I like that. Marvin of the Sap. I ain't listening to Marvin's either. Marvin Sapp then and now. Let me see if I'm gonna download hers real quick. And let me go to Marvin Sapp's. I think Larry was talking about how the cover was ugly. Just because he wasn't in no shimmery sequence. I think you're all right. Everybody don't like sequence, Larry. Every man don't like sequence. What is it at? Is it available yet? Then and now? Maybe it ain't available yet. Oh, it may not be available. I don't see it. Maybe it's coming out Friday. You know, a lot of stuff comes out on Wednesdays. And today's Thursday. No, today's Wednesday. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I don't know. Music. Everywhere. What'd you say? Yeah, that's pretty hot there. Selby, we get that Crystal Rucker. She was giving us a little churchy. Yeah, that was good. But which one? Crystal or Marvin? You said you saw the title. It's been a wild day in these Dallas music schools. Yeah. Dallas. We got to talk about Dallas in a minute. What in the Gulf? Oh, y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Marvin? I guess. Listen. He's looking for a wife. Y'all. Would y'all? Who would? Which one of y'all ladies would date Marvin Sapp? Put a one. Put a one in the comments if you're dating Marvin Sapp. Come on now. Put a one in the comments if you're dating. If you let this cup pass from you, then put a 2. All right. I want to see some numbers over here in this chat. 1 if you would date Marvin Sapp. 2 if you would let this cup, please Jesus, let this cup pass from me. Tyolia. Yes, sir. Oh man, come on, Ann. Shelby, I didn't ask you. Okay, Stacy. Okay. Bishop Marvin, you got some first ladies on here at the St. James Show. Stacy Holland will give you a little date. And dating is dating, y'all. I didn't say marry. Dating. Possibility you may become a first lady, but not yet. Pamela R. says she's going to let this cup pass. TJ said absolutely not. All right. Okay, you got some ones, Marvin. Ann said, nah. She going to hold out. She going to wait. Who you waiting for, Ann? Give me a name. You woman. You sure are. And I knew that. Shelby. I sore apologize. I knew you were. So you can date Marvin. Okay, you good. Well, Jacqueline, we're not going to talk about the other lady who liked him. Well, hopefully he'll like you back and you won't end up in a canal. And the case is dismissed. I know what happened there, Ann. He's too short for you. You tall. Oh, okay. But just don't wear no heels. Don't wear no. Everybody the same length in bed, Ann. You don't need everybody the same length. Yeah, don't end up. Mm. It's that Drake chill. I ain't drunk. I don't know why I thought Shelby. There's another Shelby though. I know there is another Shelby. Has to be. But that's Marvin Sapp, and we also have Sir the Baptist today, y'all. I love Sir the Baptist stuff. I don't care what anybody says. It gives you that different type of gospel. It's just good stuff. So, and this one has with Corey Henry. This popped out today. How I Love Jesus. So, if you are a progressive gospel music listener, a progressive, and likes to go beyond the frame of what we think gospel is, I would suggest that you hit that up. Matter of fact, let's listen to that. Let's see what that sounds like. Sir the Bapticology. Let's see what that sounds like. Sir the Baptist. There we go. He did deliver me, y'all, and all that other stuff. It said the 8th. What is it called? How I Love Jesus, a Roots album. I don't see it. Said the 8th man. Is it on some kind of weird download something? I don't see it. Let me put in the title. Oh, that's too much, too broad of a title. I'll get all kind of stuff. How I Love Jesus. Let's see if we can. I'm trying to find it. I know he has a little clip on his page. How I Love Jesus, Sir. Let's see. All right, let's go to his page. Sir the Come on. Why am I trying to type with my left hand? I ain't even left-handed. Can't do things with your left hand. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're a music lover, you'll love it. If you're a music lover, you will love it. All right. So that's new from Certa Baptist. So make sure y'all download this stuff. All right. Alex says they love them. I 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 love it. So I have to listen. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So that's music there, music there. All right. That's enough. Well, let's throw in one more. Stephen Hurd. We all know Stephen Hurd. He's over there at the First Church of Glenarden. He's the music director over there. He has something new coming out August 16th. So stay tuned for his stuff. I can see it on my phone, but not on my StreamYard. So that tells me StreamYard is full of crapola. It comes on really late on StreamYard. So that's Stephen Hurd. So that's another one to put on your radar. You Are My God. All right. So we like Stephen Hurd. There was a couple of hits he used to sing all the time. Yeah. What Jacqueline said. What did she say? What's up, Mari? All right. You over there at my carnal church? Got the full monetized. Like, subscribe. Yes. I need somebody to join over there or send a super chat or put a and you know what, you members who are members on the channel, you know that you can click that green. When you click the $sign, you can actually type and make the green pop up on the screen to highlight your chat. You know you can do that, right, as a member. So I don't think a lot of you know that you can do that. So Shelby, you can do it, and Ann can do it. TJ can do it. All the people who are members, you can do that. You can just click on the $sign at the chat and chat with on the green thing to highlight you. There you go. That's what that. And thank you for being a member for 8 months. 8 months, Candace. I appreciate it. It tells us how long you've been a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. 5 months. Get down, and there we go. Now y'all know how to do that thing. So when you really want to get my attention, there you go. You just pop that on there, and I'll read that first. That's one of the perks of being a member. And you can also become a member over there on the Carnal Church sector page. There you go. Well, who knew? See? 2 months. There you go. Thank you so much, Shelby. All right. Now y'all just gonna wear it out now. Y'all just gonna wear that on out. Yeah. But you know what? We gotta say congratulations to what's his name? Zia Franklin. I can never get his name right, but he recently just got engaged. I guess he said that he want that bed to be undefiled. I mean, just got engaged a couple of days ago. Now he is married. So congratulations to Zia Franklin and his new bride. I think her name is Alina or something like that. I'm not sure. But I think this was so beautiful. Somebody with the disrespectful tone didn't like how Kirk was kissing his son. I just chopped it up as nobody gives you any kind of love. You didn't get any type of affection from your father as growing up, whether you be male or female. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him kissing his son on the cheek on his wedding day. He's not tonguing him, okay, you perv. But I don't understand how people can be so disrespectful. And I just chopped it up as no one showed you love. Does anybody see anything wrong with this picture in the chat? I don't see not a thing wrong with it. Yeah. You shouldn't have showed me that. Why not, Shelby? Yeah. C-A. What is it? Zai? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Those are beautiful pictures. Beautiful pictures. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I should have showed you that about the about the chat. Y'all will be always in it. That's fine. As a member, you can do it. Yeah. I think people are so weird. I don't know if people just like to see, you know, because they don't get any attention or what. But I didn't see anything wrong with affection that, yeah, Jacqueline, these people are wackos. See, I can see this is going so fast on the screen, but not StreamYard. They're getting on my nerves. I cannot. It still has the last one on there. Anyway, well, we all know Kirk Franklin's been in the business for a long. Hold on, y'all. It threw me out. Oz back. StreamYard threw me out. It's gonna be one of them nights. One of them nights. My. You said in some countries greeting one another with a kiss. It's saying, yeah, it's customary, it's regular. Oh, can you hear me now? Jacqueline, put a one. Everybody, someone put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? It went out for a minute. All right, cool. All right, let's get back to it. So, speaking of Kirk Franklin, congratulations to his son and his new daughter-in-law. But we definitely did. Oh, I didn't turn this thing off. Sorry, y'all. Supposed to. Usually, I turn that off. Move it. Let me move this other stuff. It's gonna be one of them days, y'all. I think the heat. We can't take the heat. Can't nobody take. Shaun Martin, long musician and producer with Kirk Franklin, won a Grammy for the Hero album of Kirk Franklin. He recently passed away. He actually passed away. He had complications from a stroke. He had a stroke in April of 2023, and he just was not himself at all. We are going to check out some information in regards to who this Shaun Martin was. Why did he impact the gospel music industry so much? Oh, now I got to bring that back. Hold on, y'all. I forgot because it threw me out. Here we go. Let's look at it. Let's look at it now. As soon as it pops.
To you.
Shaun was my best friend. Shaun was like a brother to me. I grew up with Shaun. I've never known life without Shaun.
Growing up, it wasn't just Sundays when Sam Nix and Shaun Martin would go to Lighthouse Gospel Center in Oak Cliff. It was every day.
This is where Shaun learned how to play the piano, the organ, the tambourine.
Martin became a Grammy Award-winning producer and pianist, earning widespread acclaim for his work with gospel singer Kirk Franklin and the North Texas Grammy-winning collective, Snarky Puppy.
I don't know if you guys know who Snarky Parky is. I gotta speed that up because I don't want no music in my deal. But they were a group of musicians. They went around, played a lot. They were wonderful.
Shaun's anointed.
Martin, however, unexpectedly passed away on Saturday. The 45-year-old had been battling an undisclosed illness since April 2023.
So very rarely did Shaun do things where he didn't advocate for or support or bring people along with him.
A star-studded concert to benefit Martin's road to recovery was planned for September. The show is still on, but now, instead of funds going to Shaun's recovery, money is going to his wife and son.
His mother and father raised him so that he was grateful enough to be humble.
Vincent Hall serves on the praise team at Friendship West Baptist Church in the Redbird neighborhood of Dallas.
That's the Freddie Haynes Church over there in Dallas. Popular church. Of course, they would have the best musicians over there.
Where Martin served as music director.
He was young enough to be my son, but wise enough to be my mentor.
That's something that you can't learn, that's just God-given?
It's God-given. You can't learn that.
Martin toured across the world, but whenever he returned home, you could feel that home energy from crowds. Like at this concert at Dallas's Granada Theater in 2022.
In a way that nobody else has ever been, and I don't know if anybody will be for a long time. Shaun was always trying to make sure that everybody understood the talent in Dallas.
But while Martin went to great lengths to highlight Dallas musicians, he stood in a spotlight of his own. Something that never surprised his best friend.
He just wanted to have an impact. So the distractions of life he never allowed to get him off course, which is what propelled him to such greatness.
And the benefit concert for Martin's family will take place on September 14th at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. It'll feature artists like Erykah Badu, Norah Jones, and a whole lot more.
So he definitely impacted the music world, not only the gospel music, but just the music world in general, because he worked with Erykah Badu and a lot of other different artists. But, in gospel area, he really, really, really worked closely with Kirk Franklin. So, yeah.
I just missed him so much. I missed him.
Go on, fool.
I missed him. I miss him.
I know.
Okay, so
Okay.
what's the song?
Kirk is just an affectionate man.
Just made it to Cape Town. Last time I was here, my brother Shaun Martin was with me, and we were here doing what we did for 25 years, man. Doing music for the kingdom. Doing music for the glory of God, man, and I haven't been back since then. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back in South Africa. I'm going to be on the continent for the next 2 weeks, and all over the continent, and I used to do all of this with my brother. Shaun and I traveled the world together, doing Jesus music. Yeah. I'm glad to be back. It's just a little bittersweet because I don't have my brother no more. But I'm here, I'm grateful, and I'm excited to see my people. While at the same time, I miss my brother. The dichotomy of life.
Yeah, definitely touching. I'm telling you, it's so sad, but people are really leaving here quicker than we can set the funeral arrangements. I'm telling you, we go to one city and you have to catch a plane to the next city. So it's like we gotta take care of ourselves, even though you can't. I don't think you can prevent a stroke. Maybe you can. I don't know. Strokes seem to come just out of nowhere. Would y'all please hit the like button? 118 of you guys watching across platforms and only 30 likes. Well, actually, you may have been liking over there on Facebook, so I don't want to take that from you as well, because I think I can only see YouTube. But thank you. So yeah, Quinn Gaston too. Yeah, I saw that as well. I didn't really know a lot about him, but I did see that. But rest in peace, his family. Of course, prayers for his family as well. So yes. So man, it is crazy. It is crazy. But I tell you, to the families.
All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
Yes, Jacqueline. I know you wanted me to do that for the families, so that was from Jacqueline, the families of the bereaved. All right, let's get this. Let's keep this train going. What else do we have around here? Well, we had a long conversation about LeAndria Johnson. We understand that on August 31st, her and her buddies, wonderful artists, are getting together. The lies I tell, I tells no lies, Jacqueline. LeAndria Johnson live in Little Rock, Arkansas. We had a whole discussion about this, okay? Now, she states that after this concert, she is headed to rehab. She is headed to get her sobriety together. She is headed to get herself together. And this is the reason why this concert is happening. We have the Clark sisters. We have Lisa Noel Smith and Tim Rogers and James Fortune and others. The Walls group, you know. Now, I have a question here. How long will she be in rehab? That's the question of the hour. Because she is currently still promoting an event she will be at October 4th, 5th, 6th. How long, if that's August, if the concert is August 31st, and regular rehab, I don't know. I think she need about 60 to 90 days, maybe 120 days. You know, we've had Ayala, we've had all these other folk. Is she gonna be singing on the 4th of October and just went in on the 1st of September? Y'all say St. James is being petty. St. James is just, he don't mean her no good. And then she's going to Belize. Is she going on the weekends? Mari says she playing in our face. She going after October. What if another date comes in for November? She gonna wait till December? And then here come the Christmas dates. Christmas dates can pay a lot of money. And let's not even think about the New Year's Eve dates for gospel artists. Those pay extra money. All I want to know is if you having a concert on the 31st and you said you made the heartfelt decision to take a step further in your journey towards mental health and sobriety, I'll be going away for some time. What is some time? I need to know what some time is. Now, Anne has no faith in LeAndria. She said she ain't going. She states for the past 14 years, Anne, she's been on stages drunk. But she's decided to announce August 31st, hosting her first. That means there's going to be a second, third, and fourth. Was this a money grab to push the first? Was it? Huh? I'm going over the itinerary. I'm a little confused because you say you're going away for some time. You've been drunk on stage for 14 years. You going on maybe I'm giving you September 1st. Your concert on the 31st. You pack your bags and go on the 1st of September. But you got a concert to do on the 4th. Then you got to go to Belize. Y'all enjoy the concert. Y'all enjoy it. I hear it sold out almost at $125 a pop. I just had some questions, and maybe I'm the only one who had questions about it. I have no idea. She still got a full calendar, China Finch. Booked and busy, Cupcakes. And I understand she still got to work, but my thing is, with you serious $9 billion, and we know she's been struggling with this for years upon years upon years. And when now you say after 14 years, you are now serious about your mental health and your sobriety. What happened to figuring out, my concern is, I think it's a money grab, y'all. That's my concern. Jeff Thompson. Jeff said she's booked, boozed, and busy. What's up, K Rich? Virtual rehab, huh? Okay. All right. Okay, maybe that's it, Marvin. She's going to start inpatient, then go back and forth as outpatient. But usually when you start inpatient, that's at least 60 days. How many days did Whitney go in? She did a couple of stints herself. All I'm saying, y'all, on a serious tip, we don't need no more Whitneys. We don't need no more. I really want her to take this serious. And from what I'm looking at, it doesn't seem like she's taking this serious. Yeah. Trauma, money grab. Got kids to take care of. What's up, Ava? I don't know, y'all. I was just seeing that, and I just had some questions about that. I'm like, like Jeff said, book, boozed, and busy. My God, today. Overseer, missionary evangelist, Judge Alicia Thomas is in the building. God bless you. Make sure you put her doorkeepers. Put the judge's link in the chat if you can. I appreciate it. Make sure everybody goes over there and subscribe to the judge's page. She's over there talking good stuff. Yeah, I don't want to lose her, Shelby. That's my issue. I don't want to lose her. We done been through this down this road too many times. And we've been letting her just perform, letting her sing. She can come in there not wearing half no clothes. She can come in there in flip-flops or no shoes. She can get on the floor. She can holler. She can roll. As long as we are entertained, we don't care how drunk as a skunk she is. We just want her to entertain us. And that is scary for me because we've seen this play out so many times. There's the judges. Thank you, Cupcakes. You've seen it play out so many times. Bishop Marvin. Godmother Bishop Marvin. She cussed him out. She cussed out Marvin. But again, like somebody said, you cussed out the church, you cussed out everybody else, and now you want everybody to buy tickets and come over there to support. So you got to watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, y'all. Watch your mouths. Like that Shane Perry over there. Let me tell you what this idiot over there doing. Let me show you what he doing. I want to show y'all what this nut over there doing now. I told y'all said he was going to do it. Show enough to goodness. He over here trying to do it. Y'all done cussed out the church and tell them to kiss every part of your behind. And now you over here, where he at? Look at this mess. He over there got Zelles up and everything. Look at this mess. Let me share this. I wasn't gonna share nothing else, but since we own the people cussing out the church and then begging again, look at
the United States government made sure of that. I'm good to go. Thank you, United States Army. Hallelujah. But, so I'm not doing this from a place of struggle. I'm doing this from a place of empowerment. The seed that I sowed was a seed of $500. And I don't do this everywhere I go.
Oh, please.
But I heard the Lord speak to me today to challenge. This ain't for everybody, but to challenge some dreamers.
You see this old heifer? He over there now, he wanting seeds. He's putting videos up where he was preaching and where he gave into the church. Negro, I come out of the PAW. $500 ain't nothing. Them preachers be on there, they give $1,000 a night, each night. What's your $500? What's up, the Juice Radio talk show? He over there now, he done cussed out the church. He done smoked weed in our face. He done said Jesus didn't walk the earth. Now you're reposting all your videos on your Instagram trying to get some money, trying to show us what you've given in the past. Boy, I tell you, no, he don't believe. I think he believed in a God, but he don't believe in Jesus. I think that's his theology. Yeah. The Lord don't talk. He don't talk to both parties. In church getting more and more expensive. They getting you coming and going, Jacqueline. No, he ain't back in the church. He's back posting his pandering videos that he had. What's up, Jay Wash? He back there. He's pandering videos. I know, Amanda. I had to bring this a full circle because, like I said, you have, LeAndria done cussed out the church drunk. Now you coming back to the church saying, buy my tickets and I'll give it, then send me to rehab. On your own dime. Thank you, Jay Watts, for putting the color on it. Reprobate mind. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? So yeah, he's back over there asking for y'all money. He's trying to tell y'all where he preached at. Don't nobody care. Yeah, if you can afford all the weed you smoke, you should be able to afford between the government, like you like to brag about, between the government and, something else he said he got. Stop coming on here asking for money. And he's so humble, y'all. You ought to see some of the posts now. He's so humble. He's so humble when he asks for that money. And I tell you, if you give Shane Perry a dime, how dare you? You need to be giving it to the St. James Show. How dare you? No, thank you, Shane Perry. No, thank you. Unstable in all their ways. TD said she wouldn't give him a gummy worm. That's what she said. Not a gummy worm. Yeah. Amanda said he forgot that. He told us he used, that's what you did. You used the black church. You used the black church. Now you're coming back posting the videos where you were using the black church and you're asking for money. Okay. I got you, Shane. Jeff Thompson, thank you for being a member for a month. I'm tired of the church. Lord, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Pretty boy face. My God. Fake humble. That's right. All that fake humbleness. Government. So, well, we gonna pray for LeAndria. We gonna see what she gonna do. I mean, if she go to rehab, she go. I didn't buy a ticket. I'm just gonna pray for you, honey. I won't be going to Little Rock. I'm sure it's gonna be a smashing time. You have all those artists. It's gonna be great. Like I said, it's gonna be a great show. Regardless, it will be a great show. But I'm telling you, I feel it's a money grab. But hey. That's just me. Who cares about what I say? Who cares? Who cares? All right. Before we go on, everybody, please, thank you for watching. Will you hit that like button for me? Some of you idiots, beautiful saints that just want to look at me, you don't like me or something, you won't hit the like button. Will you just do that now and subscribe? All right. A link is in the bio to be members, either on the St. James Show or the Carnal Church sector. You can be members at both places. And if you would like to donate to the St. James Show, you can donate by using CashApp, $ St. James Show, or $ the St. James Show. All right. Let's go. Before we move on, let's have a little praise break. What we always love.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, open your mouth and call Jesus. Jesus, Son of the living God, Jesus, the one who saves, Jesus, Lamb of God, Jesus.
When she says, Son of the living God, I say something in my spirit leaps. I'm telling you it does. She says, Son of the living God. A tongue just flows off my lips. That old Renee Glenn, my God. Listen, I could watch this every day, every freaking day. That is, of course, Pastor Hannah out of Chicago. He got so tickled. He had to lay on the floor. He's very entertaining, extremely entertaining. Clicking them heels. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. Well, how many of you right now, wait a minute, before we go into that, make sure those of you over there in Baltimore, will you go over there to Oh Happy Day, the stage play created by Jordan E. Cooper, written and starring Jordan E. Cooper, original music by none other than the maestro himself, the one and only Donald Lawrence, September 19th through October 30th. You do not want to miss this exciting play. If you're in the Baltimore area, DMV, or wherever over there, get on over there to that play and enjoy yourself. Take a date. Go by yourself. You might find a date on your way out. All right? So go over there and make sure that you enjoy yourself over there at that play. And make sure all this music being downloaded, make sure you have words. Our words to realize the power of our words. Words, our words, the harm we can do with our words. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in the Father's sight. May the words I speak touch somebody's life. Now go download it and hear Blanche sing it, all right? Just do that. Words, Music and Arts Global Mass Choir. Meet us in Stockholm, Sweden, May 1st through the 3rd, 2025, all right? Are y'all still with her? Are y'all still with her? Huh? All right. Well, I tell you, I am. I tell you, I am. I really am. But the funny part about this, this man here, Tim Walsh, who is the running mate for, Miss Kamala Harris, he had zero bone spurs unlike a certain orange man who got out of going into the army and supporting his country and really standing behind him. He said, bone spurs, bone turds. I am going into the army and I'm going to give them my best. I'm going to support my country. This is who the VP, running VP candidate is. Now, listen, these folks is wild. They follow just blindly, just total blindness. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it.
What do you think of Kamala Harris?
I don't know Kamala Harris. She's supposed to be taking care of our border and she didn't. And maybe someone needs to check her paperwork because from what the rumor tells me is she's not supposed to be running for an office.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
Something to do with her parents and when she was born.
Even though she was born in Oakland?
Yeah, you have to check the paperwork.
Don't know her.
You don't know Kamala Harris?
She don't really know stuff about what to do in the Capitol.
I don't see her stacking up against Trump, especially when she laughs at every single question that she's asked like a hyena, and she doesn't have that best wording with sentences even against Biden does. She's very first grade with the way that she speaks. Like, she calls a school bus yellow. We know it's yellow. I mean, she speaks like a first grader.
And Trump speaks more articulately?
Well,
these are the folks that he wouldn't even talk to, wouldn't sit down and eat dinner with, but they want him to be their president. Let's see that again. It's quite hilarious.
What do you think of Kamala Harris?
I don't know Kamala Harris. She's supposed to be taking care of our border and she didn't. And maybe someone needs to check her paperwork because from what the rumor tells me is she's not supposed to be running for an office.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
Something to do with her parents and when she was born.
Even though she was born in Oakland?
Yeah, you have to check the paperwork.
Don't know her.
You don't know Kamala Harris?
She don't really know stuff about what to do in the Capitol.
I don't see her stacking up against Trump, especially when she laughs at every single question that she's asked like a hyena, and she doesn't have that best wording with sentences even against Biden does. She's very first grade with the way that she speaks. Like, she calls a school bus yellow. We know it's yellow. I mean, she speaks like a first grader.
And Trump speaks more articulately?
Well,
y'all, I hope y'all know who y'all voting for. Now, for you ones who are on the fence, and I'm speaking to our African American folks who are on the fence as to who you should vote for. Woo! First grader Shaun. That was where you been, Jesse? You will have to hear they don't know nothing about no branch of government, K. Rich. Absolutely not. Now let me draw this thing on home. Let me tell you something, y'all out there who, on the fence because you think you're gonna get some money from Orange Man or he gonna be some better. Now let's go over a few items. I found this over there at Malika's. What's her name? Malika LA. I got this from her page. Let's read it. Orange Man did not give you $1,200. The stimulus checks distributed in the United States during the pandemic were authorized by legislation passed by Congress and signed into law by the president. While the president, Orange Man, signed the legislation into law, it was Congress that drafted, debated, and passed these bills, making the checks a result of legislative action and executive approval rather than a unilateral action by the president. It was a doggone global pandemic, honey bun. That's why you got that free money. Are we clear? Are we clear? Kamala Harris is in fact Black. Honestly, I'm not even sure why this matters to so many of you. Kamala Harris identifies as Black. She is of mixed heritage like most of us, with a mother from India and a father from Jamaica. Her father, Donald Harris, is an Afro-Jamaican descent, which contributes to her Black identity. Additionally, she has often spoke about her pride in her diverse heritage and how it was shaped, how it has shaped her identity and perspectives. All right? It actually doesn't matter if she was green. The other option is an orange racist felon who aims to be our dictator. Are we clear? Your vote matters. The popular vote influences the U.S. Electoral College by determining the winner in each state. Most states use a winner-take-all system where the candidate with the most votes gets all the state's electoral votes. This makes the overall popular vote important, but not decisive, as the Electoral College decides the presidency. Candidates focus on swing states to secure the necessary 270 electoral votes to win. Even if your vote didn't matter, it doesn't hurt to use your vote anyway. Somebody type vote in the chat. Will you please type vote in the chat? Kamala Harris did not lock up thousands of Black men. During Harris's tenure as California Attorney General from 2011 to 2017, over 1,900 people were admitted to state prisons for marijuana or hashish-related charges. But cannabis-related charges in California are prosecuted by district attorneys in individual counties, not attorney generals. Kamala Harris was the district attorney for San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. And during the tenure, she only sentenced 45 people total, not just Black folks, to state prison for marijuana-related charges, according to the Mercury News. Presidential candidates aren't perfect, but at least you know the facts. The last one. Agenda 47 is not for your Black asses. Trump's Agenda 47 poses serious risks to Black and minority communities. It plans to cut funding to schools teaching critical race theory and eliminate diversity programs, reducing support for students of color. This agenda aims to implement more aggressive policy measures, including the reintroduction of stop and frisk practices, which disappropriately target Black and minority individuals. It also proposes the death penalty for drug dealers and grants immunity to police officers, potentially increasing racial injustice and police violence. Additionally, it seeks to shut down the Department of Education, further undermining educational equity. These measures will reinforce systematic racism, exacerbate disparities, and hinder progress towards justice and equity in these communities. Agenda 47, call it what you want, Project 25, whatever you want to call it, directly from the Orange Man administration. Are we a little more clear? You folks talking about she did this, she did that. Agenda 47 and Project 25 is not for you. Jacqueline says some folks would rather be told what heresy instead of doing fact checking. That's correct. Been clear, all day. Votes. All right. Got to break down that record. Black or not, y'all. Green, purple. Don't care what it is. You not voting that other way. What's up, Rosalind? Good to see you. Giselle Wright, thank you. Vote, vote, vote. Denise M, vote, vote, vote. We got to do it. Yes, yes, yes. I tell you, everybody, it is crucial. Well, we talked about that. Jesse, have you been keeping abreast of Tasha K? Well, you probably haven't. You probably want to talk about Armand. We'll talk about Armand in a minute. And the only reason I want to talk about Armand because I'm a fellow YouTuber and just want to give some inspiration and thoughts about that. All right. But before we get into the next story, make sure that you are supporting here the St. James Show with your $, the St. James Show for Cash App. And if you want to do by Zelle or PayPal, the St. James Show at att.net. Right there. Make sure, and you can always become a member of either the St. James Show or the Carnal Church Sector. The links are in the description of each video over there on the Carnal Church Sector. And also right here at the St. James Show, you can click on the description of the video and click member and become a member. That quick. All right. Thank you for those who put a color on it. You can put a color on it on both channels as well. That helps support the St. James Show. But of course, our main support deal is the St. James Show, $, the St. James Show with Cash App. Thank you so much for your support. Wiley, what happened to your channel, Wiley? Be quiet, Wiley. What happened to your channel? Everybody say, your channel back. You talking? Is it back? We don't want you out of here, Wiley. You gonna be home in 20 minutes? You ready? All right. Get on. Yeah, get on. Wiley. Let me see who else. Okay. Yeah, I know. They say I got commission. Fred Hammond. Let me hear you say, bless, blessed in the city. That's what they say. Who's texting me? Hold on, y'all. Oh, I tell you. These folks. Down the regular air. Curses passed out. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Pages of life. Yeah. Bread of life sent down from glory. Many years you were on earth, a holy king, a carpenter. You are the living word. Hey, look at y'all. Jacqueline, here he is. Jacqueline. You missed him? Did you miss him, Jacqueline? That's all I want to know. Did you miss him? I knew that was going to do that. Did you miss him? Well, everybody, Bishop, bling, Bishop Lamar Whitehead's robbery had stick up with his pal's face. But this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I wanted. Sorry, y'all. It was on there. And I, hold on, y'all. We don't need the reenactment. We know he's a crook. Okay. I had it queued up. I must have knocked it out. But pop. Here we go. Oh, I didn't want it on there, though. I want it on the other one. Let me see. I guess I can read it on this one. Stop. Well, we know that before Bling Bling Bishop went into prison, he had a bunch of lawsuits that he wanted to present to us. But a $360 million lawsuit that he had against famous YouTuber Tasha K. And of course, Tasha K, she is very infamous for that Cardi B lawsuit, for Cardi B suing her for millions of dollars, and she lost with the $4 million lawsuit against Cardi B. But so homeboy thought he was gonna get in with the cash, of course, because when you have somebody purchasing a house with less than $10 in the bank, they probably need some coins. So he thought he would get some easy coins by suing YouTuber Tasha K. But of course, the judge has ruled in the favor of Tasha K in her $360 million lawsuit Bishop Lamar Whitehead brought against her. So let's just do some highlights. You can get more of the story by going to Pam the Law Intellect and reading up on that information. She broke it down for y'all. All right. Make sure I'm on the right screen. Yes, I am. All right. So just some highlights. Tasha K finally has a win on her hands after being sued more than a few times by celebrities. How shady. The gossip-driven podcaster recently prevailed in a $360 million lawsuit. What an idiot he was. Made against her by Bishop Lamar Whitehead, a.k.a. Pastor Bling Bling Bishop of New York. Whitehead, who claimed he was robbed during a live stream of his church service last year, accused Tasha of lying on him and sued her for defamation and evasion of privacy. And we all know that defamation is really hard to prove. In an episode of the Unwind with Tasha K podcast, the 40-something jokingly claimed that Whitehead purchased a $2 million mansion with only $10 to his name. However, the judge ruled that Tasha's statements weren't defaming, and some of her remarks were probably true. As for Whitehead, he recently was sentenced to 9 years in prison for extortion and wire fraud. The 46-year-old convicted of scamming one of the parishioners' mother out of $90,000, we know that was Pauline Anderson, in life savings and falsely promising to renovate her home instead of keeping his word. The pastor bought a designer wardrobe and a BMW. I never saw him drive a BMW. He was always like in a Bentley or something, I thought. I don't know. Maybe he threw his wife, Asia, in a BMW. Additionally, Whitehead attempted to extort another $5,000 from someone else and falsified bank statements for a $250,000 loan. At the time of conviction, U.S. Attorney Jessica Greenwood stated the defendant was trusted by many in his community. He was the bishop of a small church in Brooklyn and a self-described businessman. He was a friend to the mayor of New York City. She added, he promised to use the money to buy fixer-upper homes that he would renovate for his parishioner's mother to live in. And she believed the defendant, a man who by that time had become a mentor and spiritual advisor to her son. So we know the story of it, but it's very good that she won. It's a win-win for even bloggers such as myself, even though we state our opinions and we mix the facts in there as well as we should. But of course, things are allegedly, and even though we have to say allegedly, they have to, it may be the truth still. But I think that was a win-win. So we're going to put a glass up for Tasha K on the win of her lawsuit, because a win for Tasha K is a win for all bloggers over here on these YouTube and social media streets. Cheers, cheers, cheers. He ain't never had a real suit. Never. Never. What's up, Kim? Where is Asia? Asia is Sunday mornings going. What? Going. Oh, y'all want to see where she is? Oh, she blocked me on there. Let me see. She had blocked one of my pages. Let me see if I can. I don't want that. Mm-mm. Let me switch. Let me switch over here. I can tell you what she's doing. Let's see if it'll switch over for me without a whole bunch of problems. Yeah, it's doing it. Doing it, baby. Okay, Asia. Breakfast of Champions. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I need to speed her up, though. Can I speed her up? I don't think I can speed her up. I don't think I can speed her up. That was this morning. They be knowing. She blocked me.
Hey, y'all. Good morning to you. I see you coming in. I see you coming on. This is the BOC. This is the Breakfast of Champions. And the breakfast of a champion is prayer. The breakfast of a champion is the word of God. The breakfast of a champion is the presence of God. And we're going after all three. I'm Bishop Asia, and I'm honored to be here with the champions today. Shout out to you. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is Thankful Thursday, and today we are continuing on in week 249 with absolutely positively no days off, because consistency yields results. And I'm so glad that you're here today. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Do me a favor while you're coming in, while you're coming on. Go ahead and tag somebody, will you? Go ahead and tag somebody. Let somebody know that the BOC is the place to be. And come on in. Let's set the atmosphere in this place while we're here. Come on.
Oh, no. I love this song, but I can't play it. Now, let me tell you. Asia can sing. I would love to hear her sing Thank You, that song. That's Edwin Hawkins. Edwin. Music and Arts. I would love to hear it. How old is she? Does she ever mention Bishop? Absolutely never. Absolutely never. She never mentions his name. She didn't go to any of the court things. No, she does not mention anything. She is Bishop Asia L. English. You call her by her name. She's Bishop Asia. Oh, yeah. But that's what she's doing. Y'all want to know what she's doing? That's what she's doing. Every morning she has Breakfast of Champions. So if you want to see her, you go over there on Instagram, and her name is Asia K. Dos Rios. Dosreis. Dosreis, I believe. Bishop of there. Yeah, she never really mentioned him anyway. Even when it was all going on, I don't think she ever mentioned him, to tell you the truth. But that's my issue with it, Kim. She reaped the benefit, and then she didn't. I don't know, but she didn't testify in his hearing. I was thinking she turned over state's evidence or something like that, and that she like told the Fed some stuff. But she didn't testify. Didn't hardly anybody testify in his defense. Go this way. I can see. Nobody testified watch that light though, please. Don't knock that over. So it is what it is. That's what she did. Yeah. She need to go by. Right. And she can't testify against the spouse. Right. You can't make her. So I don't know. Just put it down. Don't make any noise. Just put it down. Yeah. So, yep. So I don't know if any of you are. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up and talk about any of the things that I talked about today. You can definitely come up. Let me see. Then we'll do a quick recap of what I talked about earlier. What did I talk about? I don't know. We talked about a lot of different things. Not a whole lot of stuff though. We talked about Kirk Franklin's son getting married. We talked about the issues with the election. We talked about LeAndria still booked, boozed, and still booked, boozed, and busy. We don't know what's going on with when she's supposed to go to rehab or anything like that, but but the link is pinned. We're not gonna, but I don't really want to make this election night, coverage, but I don't really want to do that. I ain't gonna be here too long. But there was something else I wanted to mention, but I totally forgot. Oh, let me see if I can remember. Thank you for those who have sent donations. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I appreciate you. I'm on the wrong Cash App. I gotta go and log into that other one. There was something going on. What's the matter with Michael Jordan's son sitting here snorting cocaine? Why is he snorting? Michael Jordan, go get your son. Just sitting there with the watermelon, with the noodles or something, and the powder. Oh, Lord, keep me day by day. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Jesus be a. I don't know. Y'all hit that like button for me. Only. Yeah, she got kids to feed, don't they? Who we talking about? Oh yeah. We talking about what's in Asia. She do. She got to do the breakfast of champions. She really does. Evangelist Kim, I would like to officially welcome you to the St. James Show on tonight.
Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause.
How are you today?
I'm well of yourself.
I'm
well
good.
of yourself.
How many mouths you have to work in today?
Oh, none. I was off today.
Oh, you was off. Oh, that's good.
Yes, first God, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll be back in there pulling some teeth tomorrow. Okay, so listen, couple of things here. Vote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that.
Yep.
But now I told I was talking to Jesse earlier today, and I ran across this this channel that was kind of dissecting LeAndria's issue. And the lady was saying that some of the things that LeAndria was saying was contradictory to she's saying she's going off for a while, but she booked and busy for the rest of the year. Then she's planning a trip to Belize for next year. So sis, when you going?
Yeah, that was my question earlier. I mean, you have a date for October, the first week in October. You're supposed to go to rehab the first week in September. If you're going after the concert, when are you actually? What's your stint in rehab? I mean, or is it all outpatient? It was somebody like her, Kim. I don't know if outpatient is going to work.
No, she's definitely gonna need inpatient. But then even with outpatient is pretty much just going to AA meetings. She needs to be inside going to AA meetings where she can't go anywhere, whatever the case may be. But I don't know of any 30-day, and the issues that she has, she needs more than a 30-day stint.
Yeah.
Not Jay Boogie talking about express rehab. Block him. Or her.
Oh man. It's just crazy to me.
Them drive-through. She doesn't need a drive-through rehab. She needs, to go to the Betty Ford Center or somewhere like that.
The child said they got different rules for celebrities. But I tell you, but unfortunately, we got celebrities that done checked out of here. A lot of celebrities done checked out of here for similar issues.
You
And the
better
thing
know
about
it.
it, are we convinced, and I'm not going to say what I know, but are we convinced that alcohol is the only vice?
Is alcohol the only what now, St. James?
The only issue that she has.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm just not convinced of that.
No. I think that there was a, if you look back, if you all can remember when she first came on to Sunday's Best, how she looked,
Yeah.
the things that she said that she had gone through, and Sunday's Best was her, was her way out, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that there may have been some mental issues that led on to that, and then getting into the gospel industry and making the money, and being able to travel and having
Yeah.
things at your convenience. You tell somebody, go get me go get a pint of this and that and the other, you got 2-3 people that'll run and go and get it
Oh,
at your
definitely.
disposal. That's the
Yeah.
word that I was using, that I was looking for. She has things at her disposal, so it made it easier, and she
Yeah.
may have been trying to combat those mental issues with the alcohol.
Yeah. And she does mention that in her note, her post that she put up about the concert. She said to get her mental health together and her sobriety. So you're right. And there's a combination of things going on right now. But somebody brought up a good point about, you said, Jay Boogie says he believes that she's as a sex addict as well. Well, but what I know that she's talked about, and she's had babies out of wedlock and things like that. And some people were trying to say, well, LeAndria was living with, and she wasn't married, bottom line. But what you're talking about on stage, and like I said, I'm not hung up on that part of it, but it's just you're doing that, this, that, and that over there. But you're on stage singing the goodness of the Lord to us.
Well, St. James, that's in her defense with that. That's nothing different than what some of these people that are pastors and the other folks that we see on a daily basis, once they leave their pulpit, they go and do God knows what. They sleeping with the church secretary and all kind of stuff like that, and beating on their wives. So she's not doing anything that we don't see. She'll get up there and sing her tune or whatnot and sound very, very good. But there is, we see people doing the same thing on the daily. But every Sunday we go to church, we don't know what that pastor doing when he come out that pulpit.
Yeah, and from my experience, I mean, it's a lot that goes on. But my issue with her, when you're literally drunk as you're ministering, that becomes that's a level that is just crazy to me. It's like you have absolutely no self-control. Everybody has their vices. Everybody has their deals that they deal with, but you cannot even put it down to go on the stage and minister to God's people.
I was watching a show one time, and there was a young lady that was an exotic dancer. I don't like really saying the word stripper, but she was talking to a psychiatrist, and she was saying that anytime that she's going to work, she has to put something up her nose, and before she gets out on the stage. And he said to her, this kind of stuck in my mind, that if you have to do that, then you don't really like what you're doing. You're doing it to maintain. And I'm wondering if that's LeAndria's issue. Is she doing it to? Is she just singing
to survive, just to be able to
Is she
operate?
doing it to survive?
Yeah. And I think she may be at a point in her life right now where that's what it is. she's, you know, without it, she can't function.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like she's a functioning, but she can still get up there and sing. But we know through
Yeah.
actions and slurring words that
Mhm.
you know that she's not in her
And I want
right
to
state of
say,
mind.
I thought she talked about something like that she's dependent upon it, or somebody mentioned it. I don't know if it's Ayala or somebody alluded to that fact that she was so addicted to it that, you know, and she needed it to really function. She may have mentioned that. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. What's up?
And that's just like the other things, other being an alcoholic is a disease. It's just
Yeah,
that's no more than
yeah,
being a junkie or anything else. Um, it can kill you just like anything else. It could
yeah.
destroy your body just like anything else. So,
Mhm,
as I said the last time we discussed this, and this will be my last time on my last quote on this.
mhm.
I hope that she gets the help that she needs for herself and for her children.
Right, right. Because that's
She's
what
a
I
great
think that's the better. That's what we're aiming for, because we know
right.
she has children, and then like Jared Gerard says, you know, what else can she do to make a living? And that's another point, Kim, that we need to really specify. A lot of these artists don't have any other way of making a living. And then they have so much pride, they won't go out anymore and get another job because of what they used to do or what they are doing. They're not going to go out and be seen working a regular job when they've been on stages of thousands and in arenas and things like that. So it's really a sad thing when you think about it, because some of them don't. Some of them have, advanced education, and some of them don't. You know. What's up, Really B? You ought to come up and talk about this Armand stuff. I just wanted to hit it and this Tasha case stuff, Really B. If you want to, it's the link is in the chat. So I don't know. That concerns me too, because I mean it's so many emotions and feelings and thoughts, because we don't. It's not like we're bashing her, but when we're looking at things, how they're being presented to us, and it just doesn't seem like it's genuine. I don't know.
It doesn't seem like it's genuine. It doesn't seem like, people are going to dissect everything that you say. And when
Yeah.
you get up in front of people and you say that you're going to rehab, but then in the next voice is you're
Mhm.
planning a trip to Belize, or I've never
Yeah.
been to Belize, and then you've got tour dates, you're going to put out more tour dates and things like that.
Mhm.
So, it's like, when are you going? And
That was
so
my whole question when I seen all these dates and things. But I was like, when you actually going to spend some time getting the help that you said you having this concert to get? I don't know.
me either, but again, I hope she gets the help that she needs, and I hope that these people aren't just performing. And I'm sure, and something that the content creator said on that live was the Walls group,
Mm-hmm.
the Clark sisters, and
Mm-hmm.
all of these other people are not coming for free.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They have to. They're going to be. They have to be paid. So when you think about that, the tickets were $125. I'm not sure what the VIPs were. I know she had some early bird, but the tickets were $125. So when you're thinking, the Clark sisters are in the thousands to get them. You're talking about 4 Clark sisters. The last thing I was quoted was at least like 15 grand.
Is that a piece or for
No,
all
just
of
like
them?
for all of them, like 15 grand, and it just kind of and that depends on the venue. That
And
depends.
also, then you also have to understand that with those, you have to pay for transportation,
Yeah,
lodging, their
right.
food,
Yeah.
all of that.
So when you put, and I'm a promoter, and I've done it. I brought the artists here, but at the end of the night, Kim, you're lucky to clear, gas money after you paid the honorariums, you paid for the transportation, you paid for the lodging and the food. I mean, those are costs that the promoter has to pay for, and her being as promoter. I'm just trying to figure out: are you really going to have money to go to rehab?
That's a good point. Because and none of those people, especially the Clark sisters, none of those people gonna be staying in the red roof.
No, not at all. Not at all. Really, BTV.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey.
Good.
Hey.
We were talking about LeAndria. I don't know if you were aware of her concert she's doing so she can go into rehab.
I'm confused about that. I heard about her going into rehab. I know that she's battled, with substance abuse issues, but I ain't never heard of nobody needing to do a concert to go to rehab. I don't understand that.
Listen here.
Maybe you can make me understand.
If I can understand it, I would break it down to you. Unfortunately.
Is it she can't afford the cost? Because there are programs where you don't have to pay or don't have to pay a lot of money.
And you're going to tell me somebody with her history with a substance abuse is not they can pull up Ayanna, a Fix My Life episode, and she should be able to be escorted into a facility.
She could probably call Ayanna herself and get help.
How about
Ayanna's still in the she's still in the business of helping people. She just don't do it on her own anymore. She still has her podcast.
Right.
If she reached out to her, again, I understand that there are levels to this, just like everything else. Of course, there are things that are, but I feel like she should be able to get into a decent rehab facility. I feel like she could.
Yeah. I think so too. And like we were saying, when you think about the cost that comes with putting on a concert, with these big names that you have, they're not coming for free because they're concerned about your sobriety. These folks, this is their livelihood as well.
Right, because if they were coming because they were concerned about your sobriety, they just cut you a check.
They just cut you a check and you're going to the rehab next week.
Or they will
and if
come
you were really
for free.
serious about going to the rehab, you would just go to the rehab. In my opinion.
If you were serious about your sobriety and mental health, what you say really be you just going over there?
You just go. You just check yourself. And let me tell you something. I have addicts in my family. I've dealt with addicts. And listen, there's a time when you really want to go.
Right.
Hey, Jessie Boo. There's a time when you really mean it. You really hit your rock bottom and you really ready to go. And there are times when you play and you know you need it. You know that's where you need to be, but you ain't really ready. So you find reasons. You find reasons to prolong it and stretch it out and all of that,
Well, that's like Jared Gerard just said. Ayanna going to make her work harder than she really is willing to work.
Then she ain't ready. She ain't ready.
Yeah.
I can see Ayanna pulling up right now. Come on, beloved. Come on, beloved.
Yeah, get in this car. We're gonna drop you off. Get in the car.
We're gonna drop you off, and we're gonna put a security guard at your door. You're not getting up out of here. Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing about that is, as adults, they can always check themselves out of rehab at any given time.
Yeah. And maybe that's why she's taking these, I'll be inpatient, but in my gigs, I'm going to check myself out and go to these gigs. But my thing with her is she operates on this alcohol. So I'm hoping that, I don't know, hope the stage is not a trigger for her.
So here's what, in my opinion, what I've learned is somebody in the chat was saying, do you think that she really needs rehab? I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Rehab looks different. And one thing I've learned is that it's not a one-stop shop. Like the days of going to Betty Ford and going through the 12 steps and then coming out. And like those days, I don't know if that ever really worked. It sounded good and it worked for a minute. But what I think we know now is that you have to deal with what led you there. You have to deal with the trauma. So when you say, I hope the stage isn't a trigger, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the stage is probably where she maybe feels the most comfortable, but the trigger might be the anxiety around the stage, having to be perfect, having to live that quote unquote Christian life, the trauma that made her pick up the bottle to begin with, whatever childhood trauma she's dealt with, or relationship trauma, or her relationship with the church. Like, I think all of those things, I think once she's on stage and she has that mic in her hand, I think that might be maybe the most comfortable place that she feels. I think it's everything around it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know her well enough to speak on it, but
I mean, everything that you're saying, really, that sounds sensible. You know, that sounds really, really sensible. And that's why I was saying, you know, when you go back to Sunday's Best, when she first got there, you know, you could tell that her mental capacity was a little off, you know, because she said that she sold everything and, you know, came, you know, got there the best way. I can't remember verbatim, but she got there the best way she could, hoping that she would be noticed and signed so that she can do better for her family. Hey, Jesse. So I'm just
Do you hear Jesse? Jesse.
Because he ain't said a word.
I don't know if he can hear.
Jesse.
My line suspended.
I think so.
Child, I don't know what's going on with this little cheap.
Go ahead, pay your bill. Pay your bill.
Oh, the line suspended, y'all. Y'all hold on.
But you know what? That's a good question. But doesn't that sound very similar to Fantasia's story when she went and auditioned for American Idol? I think somebody sold their car for her to get the money. Her brother took her down to Atlanta for her to audition, and she was there on the last day. She was one of the last people that they saw. And, you know, again, she wanted to sing to make money to take care of her family and her kids. But when she got it, she couldn't handle it. And we saw what the ups and downs that Fantasia's life took. And it took, you know, again, being able to sing ain't the answer. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that can sing. Are you ready for everything that comes with it? Are you ready
there
for
you go.
the responsibility? You know, it's a blessing, but it can be a curse too.
Even with Fantasia, it seems that within the last maybe 4 or 5 years, she's finally gained like her footing in the industry.
Yes.
You know, we heard about, you know, foreclosed homes, we heard about other, but now we kind of see her kind of leveling off and kind of being that really good artist that we knew she was.
Yes.
I think she had to learn some hard lessons, and thank God she had people around her that gave her a soft landing. I know when her house went to foreclosure, Simon from the show, Simon Cowell, he paid to get her house out of foreclosure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Oprah, you know, when she sort of screwed up her first opportunity for The Color Purple, you see the full circle moment where they came back around to her to do the movie. So
and then she said, "Listen, I'll rent me a car and get to the stage. Don't put me in that mess, Taraji."
Exactly. Right. Exactly. But I think
I appreciate from where I came from. I will drive myself.
Exactly. And like even when that time she was on the radio and they tried to tell her, "Well, you got money, you rich." She said, "You don't know what I got."
No.
She said, "We don't go out to eat. I can cook. I know how to cook. We eat at home. I buy groceries."
Yeah.
She said, "You don't know what I made." She had to learn the hard way. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is where a lot of people get the industry confused. They think that, oh, I want to sing, oh, I can sing, oh, I want to be on this radio, or I want to make this album and this CD and this and that and the third. But there are so many things that come along with it. And we can go back to the Motown days when a lot of these old school artists were going into the studio making hits. And I'm talking about hits. You can look at some of these movies, the 5 Heartbeats, and you know, and they were making hits and not making a dime.
That's right.
After the label took their money and marketing took their money and the clothing people took their money and the chauffeurs and everybody took their money, they came out with almost nothing.
Right.
So it's not an easy thing. And I'll never forget, a few years ago, someone did an interview with Beyonce, And she said that if she could turn back the hands of time, she may not want to be where she is now because she can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Her children can't go anywhere. You know, it's everywhere you look around to the grocery store. And I just can't imagine. I can't even go to the grocery store without 4 or 5 people hounding or being around me, or people wanting to take pictures and things like that. I can't even go get a tomato in peace.
Yep. You become a prisoner. You become a prisoner of that life, you know?
Yeah.
And then when you do go somewhere, you can't even be among the people. You got to rent out the whole place. You want to go out to a restaurant, you got to rent the restaurant out, or go to a private room in the back of the restaurant with the chef, you know, or if you want to go on vacation, you got to rent out the whole resort or a whole section of the resort, you know, because what was that, her birthday last year? Remember when she had her birthday last year and Jay-Z, it was her and a bunch of her, you know, friends and family, they rented out like a whole resort in one of these islands. But you know, sometimes you just want to be among the people. You don't always want to be with, you know, like you said, can I go to a bar and go have a drink without it being an issue?
Right. And then
remember Michelle used to sneak around. Remember Michelle Obama used to sneak around DC. She put that baseball cap on and she wouldn't put on any makeup, and she would go into Target and she'd be in and out before they even knew she was there. But after a couple of times, but she got away with it a couple of times, and then people started, you know, looking for her, you know, like, does that look like, oh, that could be Michelle? Is that Michelle? You know, but she got away with it a couple of times until, again, of course, people had to say it. Oh, Michelle Obama was at the Target and she was at this Target at this location. And then it just, at that point, it's like, well, daggone, you know, I was trying to do a little something.
And the thing is, the people that got that talent, got that gift and that anointing, a lot of times they don't want it.
Yeah. After a while.
Yeah. Because it becomes a lot, especially when you want to have a family. Like, I can't imagine having 3 small kids and can't take them to Disney World. Or can't take them to Disneyland or Six Flags or anywhere like that without having to really be said, having to rent out the whole.
And that's so much money. I mean,
yes.
Okay, how much money you got?
And it's no fun. I'm here to tell you, it's no fun being on a Spider-Man at Six Flags by yourself.
Right, exactly. You, your kids, and maybe a few of his classmates. You know.
Right.
Well, I saw on the Olympics. Well, it wasn't the Olympics. It was Snoop was being interviewed. He was on not Jimmy Kimmel, the other one, the other guy that does the late night show. I can't think of his name now, but he was saying how they were showing pictures of him with his grandkids, and then they showed pictures of his grandkids' parties. And at one party, it was like a Buzz Lightyear. And it was another party, there was like a shark. Or another party, it was like a giraffe. He was like, yeah, that's me in the giraffe suit. Yeah, that's me in the Buzz Lightyear suit. Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
And he said, because what I found was, it was Jimmy Fallon. Thank you, babe. He said, what I found was, I would go to the parties and it would be about Snoop. It would be, oh man, Snoop's here. And he said that way I could go to my grandkids' parties and everybody could enjoy themselves, but I could still be there. So even something like that. I mean, Snoop Dogg having to dress up in a costume just to be at his grandkids' birthday parties without causing a ruckus. Like you said, it's things like that, you know?
Yeah. And you know.
All right, Mary.
Okay, Mary.
What's the 411?
Y'all know Mary is my favorite, you know. So, but she absolutely hates, you know, all of the attention that she gets because, for one, you know,
you got some more you want to show us? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I got, you know, all kinds of stuff around here. But
hey, Shaun.
She said that like it gets draining, where it's like people pouring into you. Oh my God, your music saved my life. Oh my God, I was going through this, I was going through that. That just gets draining over and over again. People, you know, and they mean well, but it just, you know, and people be wondering why she always got a face turned up. You know, it's a spiritual exchange when you're, you know, amongst people sometimes. So, You know, even me, like just being at work, sometimes I'll be coming home and sit in complete silence. I don't want to talk to nobody because I've been entertaining people all day. So, you know, yeah, it's a catch.
You know, the sad part about that too is like people are telling you how you saved their life and you brought them, and then even listening to the stories of some of these people, they're living in hell mentally. You know,
Yes, they are.
and you're talking about how much you save them, but they can't even save themselves out of the
sure.
loneliness, out of the depression, out of the suicidal thought. They can't save themselves out of it. So so that has to be something as well. And to much is given, much is required. We know that.
True.
But
true.
But even in that, it's like much is required, but Lord, I'm giving because I've been receiving, but that gets so draining and it could be so depressing.
And that's why we have a lot of those people, including LeAndria, and some that we know about and some that we may not know about, that have these mental issues and have these substance abuse issues and, have these other concerns, marriages falling apart and things like that, because that is not for everyone. Everyone does not, the money there may be good. And I think somebody put in the chat a few minutes ago that Little Richard, he was one of the ones too that made hits, that made hits. And the Commodores, the Temptations, we're still playing their music at some of these old school parties now. And these people, most of them are dead, but some of them are. I'm gonna say most of them are. But they didn't make a lot of, money off of their music that are hits. And then people are now sampling a lot of these songs. So, it's a lot that goes into being in the limelight like that. And yes, it's good money, but I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me a long time ago. Good money ain't always good money.
Yeah.
All money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. Moderators, will you do me a favor and would you drop the Really Be podcast link in the chat? Also, Jesse's link in the chat. I thank everybody for watching. Continue to watch and share right now. Will you share? Don't sit on your stool or do nothing. Do something. And
I think they want to be itching again. Remember, you put that itching spirit on them because they didn't hit that like button.
I gotta see what the Lord would have me to tell them. And always support here at the SaintJamesShow and the Carnal Church sector. Let's flip gears real quick. We got Really Be TV up here. We got Jesse up here. Let's talk about, I don't know, did you see Funky Geneva? And the only reason I'm bringing, I know it's not a church sector type of thing, but I'm bringing it up because it's a YouTube thing. It kind of affects us as YouTubers and things like that. Did you see the Carlos King Funky Geneva interview?
No,
I did. I did that. And I saw the Armand response, and I discussed both.
Okay,
I did discuss both.
Make sure you guys go over there and check out her official discussion on both of them.
Now, I didn't see Tasha K. I know Tasha K spoke on it, but I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. I haven't checked out hers with that as well. I was listening to Armand last night, and his reaction to it. I wish he would have had a better response. What do you think?
Here's what I'm saying. I think that two things can be true at the same time. I still agree with Funky Geneva that, in my opinion, Armand Wiggins definitely has to work on how he chooses to respond. You have a right to your feelings, and your experience is your experience, right?
Right.
But after listening to his side of the story, I definitely understand his frustration. I definitely understand him being angry at everybody, right?
Yeah.
But I think that there's enough blame that I feel like all of them behaved badly. I think all of them, all the way around, from production all the way down to talent, behaved badly. And I think part of
they were just cutthroat with all of it. No, it seemed like
was
it like one person trying to go to the top? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was agreeing with you. I said it's just bad behavior across the board. And think part of this, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I mean this in no disrespectful way at all. So if Armand sees this is not meant to be disrespectful, but I think some of this comes from never having to work in a corporate environment, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Armand Wiggins has been his own boss most of his life. Whether it was good or bad, he took those hits. And for the most part, he has been rewarded for the bad behavior.
Yeah.
So now you're in a corporate environment where you have to deal with,
Collaboration.
etiquette and the proper way to handle issues and the proper, way to go through the HR or how to talk to your
and it's not about just you. It's not all about you.
It's not about just you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and the same thing with Funky Dineva. Now, Funky Dineva has worked in corporate America, but it's been a long time since he's had to answer to anybody but himself and do it his way. And so I think that, do I think there was a better way to respond? I do. Do I think that, do I understand feel like he went that was a bad experience and he went through a lot of bull, you know what? Yeah, I do. I think it was a lot. And it was a lot for 3 months.
I think it was really in the middle of Al and what's her name?
Claudia.
Yeah. And it was kind of a fight between the two to see who is this leader of this TGIF. Who's the star here? Al with his arrogant self, he's just so ridiculous. And then Claudia just seems like, I've been in the business longer than all of you. I got the most talent, not necessarily, but and I'm the top dog around here. But I don't think they really, and they're talking about they wanted T.S. Madison. No. Huh. You think it would have been different with T.S. on there?
Yeah, I think the chemistry would have been different. First of all, there's a different level of maturity. TS is older. TS been there and done that. And let's just call a thing a thing. TS would have been high man on the totem pole. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean that in a disrespectful way. I didn't mean it like that. Before somebody say I'm misgendering her.
Right.
But TS comes in with way more than all. And even with Claudia, TS comes in with more of a current presence, right? TS is on RuPaul. TS is in major movies. TS has her own YouTube platform. TS, so I think it would have been different because I don't think they wouldn't have been able to put TS in the middle of that. The minute Al called TS with the bull, or vice versa, Claudia called TS with the bull, you think she would have entertained it?
No, I don't think she would have said, "Wait a minute now." Yeah. I know
with
Jesse.
K Rich.
Huh?
I'm with K Rich. All them hoes overrated, overpaid, ain't talking about nothing.
They're not on their level.
This a better platform than what they got going on.
All shucks.
So do you have a problem with Armand, Jesse? Do you have a problem with him?
Yes, because I got a problem with everybody. So
we know you don't like nothing and nobody. Go ahead.
I like you, really.
I was gonna say Jesse like me.
I like and Uncle Tim, but nobody.
Uncle Tim.
Uncle Tim, I love Uncle Tim. Oh, I love me some Uncle Tim.
Yeah. But no, what was I gonna say? My thing is, don't sit there and try to turn into a victim because you're grown and Armand is big grown. I just looked up. He's big grown. I'm 30. He's like 6 years older than me. So you don't try to act like you were being abused or something. You have freedom to leave if that wasn't a good situation for you. Right. You were still there on the last day, so it must not have been that bad. And another thing, you've been sitting around talking about people for eons.
Right.
And this is what gets me about these girls, everybody, everybody that's come up through YouTube or whatnot. You can freely talk about people, drag people, make people want to do hurtful things to themselves. But then when the light gets put on you,
Right.
Then you want us to have a mental breakdown. Stand up. Stand up. Girl, stand up.
I think it's just real stupid. First of all, Armand should have approached the whole thing differently. I wouldn't have trusted. First of all, I wouldn't have said anything that Funky Dineva would have told me. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have put that in my roast. I would have just, they just effed off all that money, all of them. It was just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I feel like, I mean, I think that's experience though, right?
Yeah.
I think that's experience because we've been there and done that. Like we know that we would not have. You go into a job, let's just say you start a new job next week, right? Mm-hmm, your friend worked at that job. Your friend said, hey, say James, let me tell you who's who and what's what. Let me tell you.
You put it in your back pocket and you shut up.
Right. You put it in your back pocket, but you walk in the door saying, I gotta get it. I gotta be fair and I gotta be open about this because, like you said, his experience or her experience may not be my experience. Yeah. But I think some of that comes with, but see, again, that's why I said two things can be true at the same time. I think some of that comes with maturity, not age, because age and maturity ain't always the same. But some of that comes with maturity.
He ain't young, he old.
Well, I said age and maturity ain't the same thing because at the end of the day, Funky Dineva was calling Armand immature, but Funky Dineva did some petty immature shit too.
Definitely.
I mean, going live right on top of them every night, that was petty.
Every night.
He acknowledged it, but it don't feel
night.
Every he did and got more views than they got.
So he had me up there watching them. I don't even fool. I never watched one episode of TGIF, but once that mess went down, I started watching Funky Dineva again because, you know, he had made me upset. He had said a couple things that I didn't like. I stopped fooling with him. But, you know, but I started watching them.
Y'all just so sometimey. Y'all don't got no stick-to-itness with nobody.
Oh, I absolutely
you know what?
Not. No, I'm not.
I was gonna say I'm the same way. It's the Cancer in me. Who's the Cancer in me? Listen.
And it's the Aquarius in me. I'll flip-flop on you in a minute.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
But the Capricorn in me, when I'm ready to go, then if there's any reason that I want to not view or be a part of the St. James Show, I'm gonna hit him up in the inbox and say, hey, listen, you know what?
Yeah.
Think is, I really didn't like how this was going, but see, it's not going to be one or two things because you've got different people of different calibers, different backgrounds, and people have different opinions. So I think what they wanted to, like someone just said a few moments ago, that everybody wanted to be the top man on the totem pole.
Yep.
And when you have a clash of, when you have everybody want to poke their chest out, it's not going to be long before things just dissipate because of that reason. Baby, y'all don't see Jesse fixing his microphone and everything. Oh, honey, you better work.
He's got a whole production going on over there. A whole production.
It's giving very much. I'm not buying nothing else from that cheap ass Amazon no more. The thing told us.
You gotta watch.
I ain't fooling with Jesse. I'm not fooling.
Don't even go to the TikTok shop. It was really cheap.
Oh Lord, we're not gonna talk about the TikTok. Let me not talk because I'm trying to be an affiliate over there. Let me shut up about the TikTok shop. Let me shut up.
They banned me yesterday. I was on there yesterday. I just popped on
TikTok, St. James.
Listen, right. It was only for 24 hours, but I was just on there literally just talking. I hadn't gone live over there in months. I don't think I've gone live over there since like Thanksgiving or something.
No, what you did, St. James, was you was talking about that whatever that was in your car that kept shaking. You talking about, don't get that from the TikTok shop. This thing keeps shaking. Maybe. That's what the folks saw.
Oh, is that what it was? See, Big Brother be watching.
They be watching, and it's like every time I go live on TikTok, they ban me. They strike me. They give me a warning. They just they like for a week. Yeah, it was only a day yesterday, but I was like, I didn't really, literally didn't say anything.
Well,
I didn't say
what
nothing.
I said.
But you know what? But you know what? Not to change the subject, but I think that's why I never put a lot of energy into TikTok. Like I have a TikTok, and every once in a while, I'll put videos up over there. Sometimes I'll get in the mood, and I might make 5 TikToks in one day, and then I don't go back over there for like 2 months. Right. But I never put a lot of energy into it because that's why I have so many friends that have gotten their pages snatched and they got to start all over again and divide. It's so easy. It's so easy to violate over on TikTok, and it's so hard to get. That's been some of my friends' experience. I mean, I know some people have done very well on TikTok, but it just seems so hit or miss over there.
You know, well, just St. James, stop talking about them people. Holder, just you ain't have to say it was from TikTok. You just could have said my little holder is bouncing up and down in my car.
I don't know if I said it. I don't think I mentioned where I got it from. They just got me for anything. I'm telling you, they're so temperamental over there. It's like, I mean, if I'm just sitting, I used to sit over there and just cook and just play music, and it didn't seem like. But one day I said, y'all better hit that like button. They got me for bullying and harassment and knocked me out.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
I'm not even kidding you. I said, y'all better hit that like button.
Oh, see, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That
Marcus works at Amazon, so he don't want you to talk bad about Amazon, but go ahead.
I send stuff. Let me tell you something. I send stuff back to Amazon all the time. It's so easy to send stuff back to Amazon.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, I just sent something back last week.
I done had it over 5 months, 4 or 5 months. So I don't think they said.
Oh yeah, no, now you can't do that now.
It's 30 days. Yeah.
Yeah, you better decide real quick.
Yeah.
You better decide real quick whether you want it or not.
But TikTok to me, it be seeming like when it come down to black content, they'll, people that actually going on there saying something, they have a hard time. But you got these, these people like Netta and Child.
Right.
That's how they came up.
Oh, baby.
And can sit up there and fight and argue and everything, and they don't get banned. They don't get knocked off. I don't know.
Somebody, the Tia situation with Netta and Charles, I think that something was banned because I think Tia was permanently banned from TikTok, and I want to say that maybe Netta and Charles was too.
Well, I seen her on the other day.
No, they weren't permanently banned because she was just Netta was just live over there yesterday cooking.
Yeah.
On TikTok?
Imagine really being Jesse and Kim. Imagine
I can't.
anything that Miss Netta cooks. Imagine that.
Did you just hear me say I can't?
Not at all. No.
You gonna pay my ICU bill. You gonna pay my ICU bill.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Oh.
Okay, no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. But Netta was over there making sweet potato cornbread the other day.
Oh, really? I make some really good sweet potato cornbread.
Well, let me tell you something. Everybody that would have eaten that cornbread would have had to come see me the next day. Because when I tell you, yes, because she put so much sugar and vanilla extract.
Oh my God.
And it was, I'm looking like, that's not even cornbread anymore.
That's just cake.
That sugar, sweet cinnamon, nutmeg, all in cornbread. And Charles sit up there,
You're good.
Yeah.
It's good.
But I ain't gonna get on Netta and Charles, honey, because the people go up for them, and
they do for some strange reason.
And I don't have time to be going in on nobody by saying something about me, saying something about them.
Sugar meal.
Yeah, I don't get the whole Netta and Charles.
Me either.
Well, really be. So your man lost $360 million.
Oh,
my man who?
Lamar Whitehead, your boo.
Oh, child. Listen, Let me tell you something. Tasha K gonna have to get so far back in that line.
Baby, I mean, she ain't gonna get $2 from him. $2 she ain't gonna get from
because
him.
she's gonna the lady that was actually Miss, what's her name that he stole the money from?
Pauline.
Miss Pauline. Miss Pauline is first in line.
Well, we
And
think.
Actually, no, she's not.
I don't think she is.
Who first in line, Lord?
Whitehead already had judgments against him before she even came into the picture. That man owes so many people, y'all. It's ridiculous.
Right. Yep.
Well,
no, Pauline that's why she has a GoFundMe now. She can probably get some money from a GoFundMe faster than.
Well, see, I think that what he was, if I'm not mistaken, and you all correct me if I'm wrong, if something is in if you're convicted of it, which he was convicted of, I'm not sure what the law term was with her, but I want to say that whatever he makes in the federal prison, you know, them little $2 or $1 an hour or whatever he makes, if that's gonna go to her, because that is part of his sentencing.
But she wasn't the only one that he got sentenced for. There was another fraud case, right? Really, it wasn't just her. And let me tell you,
from my understanding, and I honestly I don't remember all the details, but from my understanding, there were judgments against him prior to Miss Pauline. Now I know that from my understanding, again, I don't want to speak out of term, but from my understanding, the government said they would try to get her, like, make her a priority because she is the only what they call a real victim, because the other judgments were like from banks and stuff like that, and so the government was going to try to get her moved to the top of the list. But the other thing is, you can't get blood from a turnip.
You really can't.
I mean, and that's why Tasha K will never see out of that 360 million. She probably won't see $30.
No, she won't. She
ain't gonna never see that money.
She's never gonna see it. Whatever happened to Larry Reed's case again? His case against Larry Reed, because Larry put, they did a response that was really good, but we never heard anything else about that, did we?
That's the same thing. He had a case against King Jives too.
Right, but I don't think he ever was able to serve.
No, King Jives never got served. King Jives, to my knowledge, to my understanding, King Jives was never served.
No,
so that kind of went away. Probably the same thing will end up happening with Larry Reed. It may or may not be taking longer because, see, there was actual response. Whereas in Tasha K's case, she got a default judgment. There was no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she got a default judgment.
I was wondering about that. I mean, we know Larry gonna win that case, but it's just I just didn't hear anything about it.
I mean, and again, he just got to get to the back of the line, child.
Yeah, they auctioned off his house, right? Yeah, that house.
The house was sold at auction the week before he was sentenced. He was already in jail because remember he got remanded and revoked his bail, so he was in jail. But his house went up for auction. The sale went through. I want to say that week before he was sentenced. So yeah, the house is gone now. As far as the cars, I'm sure the cars are gone by now too, because they were all leases. I don't think any of them were.
You know, he was behind in the leases. The payments.
Yeah, he was hiding them cars. Child, he was hiding. Matter of fact, before if you go back to before he actually got remanded, and you pay attention to. He was going live from his car. It was he was in a truck. He was in like a Jeep or something. He wasn't in that Bentley anymore.
Interesting.
Well, let me ask you all this. Baby, not the polyester suits. Let me ask y'all this. What's you all's opinion, switching gears again, what's you all's opinion on this Ernesto Williams and Shirley Strawberry situation?
You know, that's Pam and really BTV's area too. I mean, didn't she? I think she just got divorced.
In what regard? You say in what regard? You say what's my opinion?
Well, like, he's trying to get his, Shirley, of course, has divorced him. But my thing was, did Shirley really know what this man was doing before she married him?
Shirley wanted a man.
And see
Yeah.
that's what my question is. Every man wants a woman.
She was a woman of a certain age. She got the attention from this so-called handsome younger guy. I think he's younger than her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's younger than her.
So I think she got a little, and he talked good. He's a swindler. He's a crook. He's a fraud. They know how to talk to women.
Yeah. What they call a confidence man. He's a confidence man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
and that
do
was
I
my
think
big.
that she knew?
Yeah. Do you think that she knew?
I don't think she knew to the extent. Do I think that she thought everything was legit? No. I mean, this man, by his own admission and by hers too, he would be gone for days at a time. You had to know that your husband was out there doing something and he ain't coming home every night. Do I think that she knew about the criminal and to the extent of the criminal activity? No. But do I think that she thought she was in a great marriage and everything? No. But I don't think she knew to the extent of everything that was going down either.
Okay. I was just wondering about that because I'm starting to hear now that he's was trying to get his RICO case dropped, and the other lady that was on the case with him, she played out, and he's still there talking to the lady with that ponytail. I just can't get with that ponytail.
Well,
But
ponytail.
Yeah.
Pam, the law intellect. If you guys want to go over there, she generally talks
I
about
love
that.
Pam.
Yeah,
I love Pam.
Yeah, she did.
So I was just trying to see if y'all thought that she. Yeah, I was just trying to see if y'all thought that if Shirley was oblivious or Shirley kind of knew. Sometimes when your heart overtakes your mind.
I don't think she was totally oblivious. I think
Me either.
she
I
was
don't think that
caught
she was
off
totally
guard
oblivious
with
either.
some of the stuff that came out, because that kind of stuff I wouldn't even. I'm sure he held from her. He wasn't too freely saying some of that stuff. So no, I believe she didn't know some of that real salacious stuff he was doing. But I think she sensed in her spirit that he was a crook. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, yeah. And like you said, I think she just wanted a man, child. Unfortunately,
I really think she did. She just wanted a man. She got tired of being going at home.
Well, these women need to stop listening to Betty Wright when that lady said having a piece of man is better than having no man at all, because it's not. And you'll be getting in a situation where Barbara calling Shirley. And this is just what that was.
Give all your pieces of men to Jesse. What they say, do you think Whitehead's wife knew he was a crook?
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew.
Whitehead's wife likes those blonde wigs. She likes to dress like she likes to dress. She come from good stock, so she's not used to scraps. Her family,
and there was evidence that she lied for him in one of the case about the house. I mean the apartment building up in Connecticut, where that man said that he served them with those papers, and she testified under oath that she never got those papers. And when the judge said, "Well, can you describe who you gave the papers to?" He described that woman to a T, down to the blonde wig.
Sure did.
Said that's who I gave the paper to, and she wasn't in court. Be clear, his wife had written an affidavit that the judge read, so the woman wasn't in court. And when the judge said, "Well, can you describe who you gave the paperwork to?" and he described that woman down to the blonde wig. Child.
Wait a minute, what affidavit did she submit to the court? I didn't hear about that.
That was for the case in the Connecticut, for the apartment building up in Connecticut when they were trying to foreclose. And he was saying he never got served. He was in court saying he never got served. And the guy, the process server or whoever, I guess was the process server, he said, I did. I served, hey, Jay, that's my boo.
Scratch a lie, find a thief. You got that right.
Scratch a lie, scratch a lie, find a thief. Okay. What?
We ain't gonna cut up in here, Jesse. That's what we ain't gonna do. What's up, Jay? Thank you for putting the color on.
Jesse, Jay's up near your way.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, my bad. Well, let me tiptoe back out of that one. Let me tiptoe.
Tiptoe out them tulips, really be tiptoe out them tulips.
Let me tiptoe back.
St. James is look at Jesse. Jesse, look at him. Bless his little heart.
Oh. Welcome into this place. He said, please do.
Oh my God. I am done.
Hey, do you need the link? No, I'm just playing. Don't get the link.
Next time I'm up that way, Jesse, we'll all have to catch up and have a drink or two.
Ooh, who having
a cocktail?
Really, be where are you?
Oh no, you know, Oak Park Police Department got called on me.
What?
Who called her? I think she was saying you. I think she was saying you and really B, not you and others.
No, she said we all.
Oh, okay.
I'm from DC. I'm in DC, but my niece lives up there. So when I go visit my niece, I was saying the next time I come up to visit my niece, that's what I was saying. But let me go and just tiptoe on out of here. Let me just go and tiptoe on out of this one.
I gotta figure out when I'm gonna be in your area. Probably maybe the beginning of next year. I was supposed to be going to DC for something, so I don't know. I gotta get over your way. Really be.
You travel now. You be traveling, honey. You be traveling.
I get around. What they say, I get around. Yeah.
You know that's what they said. That's what they say now.
That's what they
get
say.
Around
Where you
St.
going
James.
next? Where you going next?
Actually, I'm going out of town tomorrow, honey.
Really? Get down.
I sure am.
I wish
it's
I
my
could.
It's my last little hurrah before I go. Before I go back to work.
Right, because your school is gonna start back up, right?
Don't curse at me like that, St. James.
Listen, the kids started back to school today, and you know how the
early?
Yeah.
Down south, yeah.
Oh wow.
Down south.
And you had those everybody taking pictures of their little kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids just as happy. I guess they stick a being in the house with mama eating them ramen noodles and drinks all day.
Because listen, they've been eating up the food. It's down to the last 2 weeks been down to ramen noodles for a lot of them kids.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, and you know, it ain't like when we were kids. I was driving past. I was going through my parents. Anyway, I was over in the neighborhood where I grew up the other day, and there's basketball court there, and it was empty. I mean, not a kid, not an adult.
Wow.
There was not one person on that back. And I remember thinking, man, this basketball court used to be full, especially in the middle of the summer. We'd be out there panting, could halfway breathe. We'd be sharing one bottle of water, but we would be out there. We'd be out there till our parents made us come in the house
and be pissed off because you had to come in the house. Pissed off.
Exactly. And I'm thinking, and I said, where are the damn kids? But I said, I guess they sitting at home on their phone.
That's what it is. Listen, I can go right now. My niece is over here. I can go right now. Well, I think she might be washing dishes now, but I could tiptoe in there, and she is in the pitch black dark, and all you see is a light from the phone. And then when that phone goes dead, she gets the other one.
Right.
And it's just they don't go outside anymore. I remember going outdoors. And we come in for some water, we go right back out. And when my grandmother used to say, don't come back in here. If you come back in here, you stand. We would die. When I said you would die outside or you would get that water hose.
You let my air
out. Better drink out. You better get your water out that water hose. CK Rich, that's what I'm saying. You said that you was going to call CPS the way they leave them kids unattended. All of our parents left us unattended. My mama didn't know where I tell my mother to this day some of the stories of where I was going and where I was during the day. And she be like, what? Sure would. We get on our bikes and we be gone. Do you hear me?
My.
I think now
Yeah,
about
but
all the
see,
places we used to ride on our bikes.
but really be when our parents, here's the difference. When our parents told us, don't open that door, don't go to that door. I don't care who knocks.
Right.
I don't care who rings the doorbell. We were afraid. If mama said don't do it, daddy said don't do it, 9 times out of 10, we didn't do it. But these kids will go, they'll look out the window and see their homegirls or their friends outside. They just go outside. They don't care what mama see.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the parents don't instill it in their kids. See again,
And
y'all
don't
don't
ask
get on my
phone. That's my mama too.
I don't want
you
me to get on
ask
my soapbox. But they too busy trying. Yeah, these parents too busy trying to be their kids' friends. So the kids don't respect them. They don't listen to them.
Well, really be, oh Lord, not don't answer the phone. You right, Angel. Don't answer the phone either.
Yeah.
But
don't
you
answer.
got to. But now you have, and I ain't gonna get too much because I delve deep into this. You got grandmama 40.
That's true.
You know, so now grandmama's still trying to get grandmamas ain't grandmamas no more. You know, we don't have the moo-moos and the grandmamas who sat on the porch with them slides, them flip, them.
The grandmas want your boyfriend now.
There you go. There you go. That got up early Sunday morning cooking. You wake up at 7:30 for Sunday school, and the house smelling like candy yams and fried chicken. That's not. No, you don't have that anymore.
You're right. Now, K Rich, that is different. What K Rich talking about, that's different. Now you probably do need to call CPS on them people.
They don't snap them peas no more.
What'd you say?
I said they don't snap them peas no more. They don't.
No, they don't snap no peas. They don't chuck no corn. They don't do nothing.
Chuck no corn. Gotta chuck the corn. Snap the peas.
They go to the Walmart, buy a can of green beans, and that's it.
Listen,
and
it's funny because it just, all that stuff is so old timey, but it just taught us not to be so lazy. We have to actually move and you have to do things. Now, they need is a phone and a PS5, and you don't see them for 10 hours. Yeah.
Right. And parents, it's easier for parents to let the devices babysit the kids for them. And I mean, I'm not saying that with any judgment, because listen, it's just easier to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pass the peas like you used to do. That's right.
Pass the peas like you used to.
So what you got
now here? Even though here in my house, my nieces come over, and they're into their cell phones. At some point, I tell them, like, when it's time to eat. When it's time to just sit and talk, like I was talking to her about colleges today, put that phone down. You got to put that phone down, because you can't listen to me tell you stuff from my experience and whatnot. And you just so busy you on YouTube and Shein, you trying to shop on Shein and all that kind of stuff like that, but it's a different time and place. And the things that we thought were old fashioned, now my nieces and the kids these days think that what we are so old fashioned. So it just is what it is.
Yeah, get over it. What you got going on tomorrow? What's on your show tomorrow?
I'm probably gonna go because I have to leave for the airport at about 12:30.
Oh, that's right. You're leaving tomorrow.
But I'm probably gonna do something before I leave, because my intention was to try to do some pre-records that I can upload while I was out of town. But life is what it is, and I ain't get around to doing none of that.
I know that's
so
right.
I'll probably go live tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about, but I'll probably go live before I have to get ready to get out of here.
Well, between tonight and tomorrow, I'm sure there's something that's gonna come up that you're gonna get though.
Yeah. I may talk about Tiffany Henyard, the mayor out of Chicago, the suburb of Chicago. Child, you talk about corrupt.
Oh wow.
She is
Dalton,
corrupt. And so
Illinois.
Yep, Dalton, Illinois. And so tonight they had the town meeting where they did an audit. Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, she was hired to do an independent audit. and she was presenting that information. That woman spending that money left and right. That when she took over as mayor, they had a surplus. Now the town about to go bankrupt.
Wow.
Yeah. So I may talk about her in the morning. If not, I may just go live and just shoot the breeze with my people for about an hour or so.
All right. Well, everybody, make sure that you go over there and subscribe to Really Beat TV. She's one of the great YouTubers over here and social media influencers. So make sure you make sure your name is on the roll over there.
Well, I'm going over there right now.
All right, y'all. Thanks, Jesse, for coming up. If you would like to donate to any of the panelists today, there you have it right there. $sign Really Be the podcast for Really Be TV. Little Jesse right there. $sign Little Jesse with a E. He's taking all donations tonight, aren't you?
He need to get a new mic, y'all. He need to get a new mic.
Yeah. Bless Amazon.
$190.70.
Oh, okay. That's what he's taking tonight. All right. He Really Be that mic would not last in the beef sector, right?
Oh no, that mic he got, he'd already been. Child, they would have drowned him out so long ago.
Drowned him out.
Yeah, that thing, child. I hate to be the one to tell Jesse, but no, ma'am, no, sir.
No, it was working perfectly fine. I don't know what happened. Just tonight, it just started tripping. I've been using it for months, so I'm gonna.
That's crazy. And also, right there, Kim, thank you for coming up. There is a new iota, $19.99, and make sure if you would like to donate to any of them, go ahead and do that right now. Thank you guys for coming up. I'm gonna let you guys can go down. I'm just gonna close out the show and we're gonna get the hell out of here. Okay.
Bye, y'all. Have a blessed night. Remember to vote.
You are welcome.
Oh, child, I better get out there and vote.
Better
vote.
Let
me get off of here.
All right, y'all. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your stay over here at the St. James Show. For those of you who have already donated, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you who put a color on it tonight in the chat, there's your opportunity to make sure that the lights stay on over here at the St. James Show and the Carnal Church Sector. And remember, you can become a member of the Carnal Church Sector and the St. James Show. There's links in each of the videos. Run over to the Carnal Church Sector, click the video in the description, and on YouTube, on the St. James Show, you can also click the link in the description to become a member. And there's also, and I forgot that I actually had set up a Patreon until some people started joining. So, so I do have a Patreon. So it is in the description of the YouTube video right here on the St. James Show. So if you'd like to join the Patreon, only $5 a month. Feel free to do that, and we will be having some lives strictly for Patreon. So that's another way for you to help the platform as well. So make sure that you are a member wherever you can be a member. All right. So who else is in here? What are you guys going to do later on? Deshaun. I see Deshaun. She's always holding up the Blessed Day banner over there at the Facebook storefront over there. So we appreciate you being over there, Deshaun. Thank you so much. K. Rich, thank you for coming by. Jay Wash. Oh. I am just going to leave that alone. I'm not going to touch that right there. I'm going to leave it all the way alone. When a woman's fed up. Is that what it is? About to choke to death. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for stopping by tonight. We'll see you sometime, I guess this weekend sometime. Catch me in my car chronicles and riding with St. James. I've been kind of doing that lately. So I'll be probably riding sometime this week. I'll see y'all later.